And hello, everybody. It is Michael from the Brothers Newland and Toy Rewind podcast. And today, this is episode 6 of Toy Rewind's Motoring Monday. Today, I know last week was a little longer too, and the week before was really long, but I got a little short one this week. We're going to go talk about a few, some Hot Wheels here. That's the majority of my that and Auto World is a majority of my diecast, but I got some other things coming up that's not diecast, but we'll get into that in a couple weeks. Today we're going to talk about some Marvel stuff, and the Heroes line that Hot Wheels put out from 1979 to 1984, they put out a few castings that had a Marvel tie-in. So we're going to just do a quick talk, and I'm going to show you a few of these. I've got all of them but one, and I've got some good examples on a couple of them I need to upgrade, but I am missing. There's an Iron Man one I have not gotten yet, and I thought I had it, but I got to looking and I don't have it. So, we'll go over these real quick, and I got a few new ones too we'll look at. But from 1974 to 1979 to 1984, Hot Wheels put out the Heroes line. It's kind of, I guess they were kind of mixed in with the mainline top cars they had back then. They had different segments, and the Heroes is one of these segments they had. They had a Captain America. So we're going to look at this one here. This is the Hot Bird casting. And what they did on this, they just put Captain America on there, put some stars and stripes on it. This is a pretty highly desirable casting. They still use it from time to time. It is one of those that's been used for quite a while. It's just a Pontiac Firebird, and it's kind of one of my top 10 castings that they have. And like I said, all I did was put Captain America on it and some stars and stripes. So that's pretty good for an American car there anyway. So the next one we have the Human Torch. Now this is one, it's a decent shape. I could possibly upgrade it just a little bit. It is a funny car, so I don't think it'll stay open. This casting doesn't have a little prop like some of them do on the funny cars. But this one has the Human Torch on the front of it there. And it says Human Torch on the side. And so this casting is also called, because they named them just the name of the character. So this version of it was called the Human Torch, but the casting is also goes by Screamin', Army Funny Car, and the Pepsi Challenger. So some of these have multiple names throughout the years. So that's that one there. All right, so the next one we have, it's supposed to be Iron Man. I don't have the Iron Man. The actual casting that the Iron Man uses is called the Vet Van. It's kind of a sporty looking van. It has a few Corvette type stylings to it, I guess. It's a Mattel version of some kind of little sporty van they have. So the next one we have is Silver Surfer. This is one that I definitely need to upgrade. This one was loved pretty good by the kid that had it before me. There's a little silver on the wheel there as well. And this side's pretty well wore off, as you can see there. But this side's got a little bit better deco on it, and it says Silver Surfer on it. It's a silver van. It's got a blue base, red interior. The windows kind of a blue tint. The back window's kind of dented in a little bit, but I do need to upgrade this one, and I will eventually. So this is the actual name of this casting is The Inside Story, and it was later on called the Beach Blaster in the early 90s. So, all right. So next we have Spider-Man, and this is a casting that is just known. That's the only. It was only used for this series. It was never in, as far as I know, it was never used for anything else. It was always black and with the red and white tampos on it. It has a few variations on it. I think, let me see here. Yeah, the variations on this is the tinted window on it, canopy, whatever you want to call it. It is you can get it in red, orange, or yellow color. So it kind of, and I think the one here, I have two of these. I don't have the other one in front of me, but I got the orange and the red canopies. Now the yellow one, I think the yellow one's a little bit tougher to find, but yeah. So that's your Spider-Man casting, and then we have the Thing. Now this is a pretty popular in the day casting. It's that Poison Pinto. It hasn't been used in a few years, but this release of it has got. It's blue. It's got the picture of the Thing on the side. It says the Thing, but this is, like I said, this also goes by the name of Poison Pinto, is the name of this casting. All right, and the next we have is Thor, which is this one here. I have a couple of versions of this one. It is the Super Van casting, which has got a ton of different variations on it, different releases. This only has one variation for Thor, but the casting itself has got a bunch of different releases. It's been used throughout the years quite a bit, from all kinds of things. So that is pretty good casting there. And talking about the Hulk here, the Incredible Hulk. Did I do the Hulk? I don't even remember. But yeah, this is Spoiler Sport is the name of this casting. And it has and it's got a few different, a couple of different variations. The back window, you can get it in this little smaller split window, or you can get a bigger, larger one window in it. It's just different variations in the casting. And so that one, and I happen to do have a second one here, and I don't know if you could tell. You might can tell in the video. One is actually a darker yellow than the other one, and I think the paint's a little bit heavier on this one than the darker version. So that is, if you could tell. But sometimes you'll get, just depends on how much the machine that it's on puts the paint on. Sometimes it's a little bit thicker and it makes it look a little darker sometimes. So that's pretty much it on the Heroes line that came out in the early 80s, from 79 to 84. You have Captain America, Human Torch, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, which I don't have, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man, The Thing, and Thor. So those are those. Now here recently, Hot Wheels has also put out some newer Marvel type stuff and some unique stuff. These are some replica entertainment, and I got a couple mainline pieces that have replica entertainment versions of it too. But so you have the X-Jet, which this is a mainline release here. This is actually the first release of this, the blue. The second release that came out this year is actually black, and I don't have that handy on me right now. I'd show it, but this is the first release, new model for this casting here. So that's the X-Men X-Jet. Next we have the Thanos copter from the TV show, the Disney Plus show Loki, which is probably the number one on my list of those Disney Plus movies. And I know a lot of people like to rank them, but this is going to be up at the top of my list, this show here. So this one actually is from the Replica Entertainment, which is a premium line. So that's that one. And then we have, I got these backwards, Spider-Mobile, which is this little dune buggy, Spider-Man dune buggy. It's from the Replica Entertainment series. It's got little Spider-Man looking wheels on it. It is from the Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know if it's from the comic book or from the TV show, because I don't remember ever seeing it in the Spider-Man TV show, but it might have been there at one time. So that's a Replica Entertainment of that. And we have the Spider-Man GP7, which is another Spider-Man. This one's not known as much. Spider-Man enthusiasts probably know it more than your basic run-of-the-mill comic book people. This one's actually from the Japanese TV show. I can't hang on to it. The Japanese Spider-Man. So he actually drives this in that cartoon, which is almost completely different than the American version of Spider-Man. And then we have the Milano. Now this is the mainline basic release. There is a Replica Entertainment, and I don't have one of those loose around here to show. But this one is the Guardians of the Galaxy, their ship, the Milano. So, but that's a few Marvel pieces from the Hot Wheel line, Mattel and Marvel kind of combining things together to put these out. There's some of my favorite series, the heroes back there from the 80s. So we'll just go over that. Now, just give you an update on the Toy Rewind podcast. We just released our episode 97. It's out there, so go take a listen to that. Go over to Cross the Streams Media as well, who we partner with. There's a little microphone thing over there. You can leave us a voicemail, and leave us one about your favorite toy line from your childhood, or leave a something or a suggestion of a toy line that we haven't talked about, and we'll put it on our list. Or if it's on our list, we'll bump it up to do it sooner. We're getting closer to number 100, so that's something we'd like to play these voicemails over during the podcast, and the suggestions and stuff is what we'd like to have for our 100th episode. And it only happens if you guys leave us a voicemail. Or you can email us, or get in touch with us through our Facebook page, our Instagram or Twitter or whatever, you can get a hold of us somehow or another. So do that, and just we'll see what we got coming up. Like I said, we're getting so close to episode 100. All three of us are pretty excited about that, ready to do that, and we've got a whole list of stuff to talk about after that. So that's going to be it for this episode. I know I stumbled and bumbled through that. So like we always say on Toy Rewind, play on.